Good morning. I was just praying in my chapel and started reflecting back on a pivotal confession in my life, where after confessing all my things a couple years ago, the priest just kind of looked at me and he said, How do you do with slowing down in life? Like, how do you do with, trying to just take things slow?" And I just looked at him and said, I don't. And he said, "Wait, no," I said, "How do you do with it?" Right? He's thinking I'm going to say, like, either I do well with it or not well. I said, "No, I don't do it. I don't slow down ever." And he's like, he started chuckling. He's like, "Okay, okay." And that was when he says to me, um, we can't earn God's love, because if we try to earn it, if we were to actually earn it, then it's owed to us, and it becomes a wage, right? It becomes something that's owed. Love is a free gift. It's something that's freely given. And I said, I want you to sit with the passage, Psalm 46, verse 10. If you want to be able to remember that, it's the score when the Bears beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Right? And 85 Bears, they won 46-10. Psalm 46:10. And it's, be still and know that I am God. Right? Be still. Not running ahead, be still. And that's that idea of not running ahead is exactly what crossed my mind as I was praying it today. Right? I don't really slow down all that often. I know that a lot of times, like, I have to get this done and this done and this done and this done, and I just want to get more and more done. And in doing so, and it's not conscious. It's not like, oh, I need to do this to prove myself or to earn God's love. It's not a conscious thought. That's not my motivation. But subconsciously, it probably is, right? That, like, well, if I get this done, then I get this done, and then I get this done, I'm going to be moving closer and closer to my goal. But what's the goal? The goal is to be loved, to be accepted. God does that. God does that right here, right now. I don't need to get those things done first. God wants to journey with me in the midst of my doing all those things. But somehow I subconsciously know I need to finish those things, then God will love me. And the phrase that really came to mind today as I was praying is, if I slow down, I can find God in the midst of the thing, and I can enjoy his presence and know that I'm loved and have that foundation to stand upon, rather than feeling like I'm having to produce that. I think what happens a lot of times is I run ahead of God, right? That I can say, God, where are you? Where are you in the midst of this? And it's almost as if I can be frustrated, like subconsciously believing that God isn't showing up. And God's like, no, I'm showing up, and you're running ahead. You're not staying with me. You're not letting me show you the places where I am present with you right here and right now. Right? I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm saying this as much to myself, right? I'm saying it first to myself before I even say it to you. If you want to find God today, don't just run ahead and try to, like, frantically be like, okay, God, where are you, in this random frantic search for God. Stay right where you're at, and open your eyes, your ears, your heart, the eyes of your heart. Open everything up and say, Lord, how is it that you're showing yourself to me right now? Because he's there. We don't need to do things first. We first need to open up and see where God is present. And then when we're aware of where he's at, to then move forward with him one step at a time, one moment at a time, going at his pace, staying with him, right? Not rushing ahead. So don't run ahead of God today, but simply let him encounter you where you're at, and then let him call you forward one moment, one step, one encounter, one opportunity at a time. Have an amazing day, and God bless you.